Has possibly started. Alright, started. Alright, well, you want to take it
Is
away?
it working?
Yeah, sure it is. I'll just say it.
Alright, great.
Alright, welcome back to another episode of the Still Unnamed Podcast.
Why haven't we named it yet?
No one has pressured us into naming it.
Good point.
Escaping obligations.
So, welcome to the podcast to be named. We have, I tried my best.
Alright,
We have Shinzo.
I didn't even hear you introduce.
introduction?
Yeah, I almost got that.
Introduction, yep.
We have Ryven, Shinzo, and me, Cruz Arrow.
Don't forget Drago.
Associate with the magic chicken.
Don't forget Drago hiding in the corner.
He's lurking.
Yeah, we have Drago in the corner, hiding the pitchfork.
Why?
Bean could make
I
a
have
surprise
one
appearance
pitchfork.
as well.
Why does he have a pitchfork?
I don't know. Looks like he's waiting for something.
Or someone.
But he's not in game.
Exactly.
I don't have this game.
Well, that sucks for you, eh?
Maybe you should buy it.
True.
Well, we're back from more stupid. I love using tabletop to discuss our stupid because why not? It's a good thing for us to interact with our stupid and show people what we're doing.
Mhm.
And it's probably like the only game we all have. We can sit here and play together. Unless you're
Or
drunk.
at least several of us have, at least.
So, I guess I need to explain why there's these women on these cards. We're gonna play a game similar to playing like War with cards. Like just the higher number. That's all you need to do. Simple. But as we're doing this, we're gonna try discussing something. Because that's what podcasts do.
Apparently.
The subject matter to be talked about, first of all, comes from the Magic Chicken himself. Because he's upset. Because he's upset that no one else knows anything about Transformers.
I'm upset that I brought it up and nobody knew anything.
I did not.
I've only watched Transformers animated.
I did not grow up with Transformers, so I don't know jack shit.
I have watched Transformers Armada, Transformers Combiners, Transformers Animated, Transformers Fusion, Transformers Prime, and even the latest Transformers Cyber.
So,
Nerd!
so you should be able to answer the question we're
You
all.
watched all of Black Clover in like a month.
You should be able to answer the one question that's on everyone's mind.
Okay.
Do they fuck?
I'm scared to say yes.
It's a children's show, but a lot of them are very provocative on how they talk to others.
Well, if you have seen the Transformers animated series, Optimus Prime did have a romantic relationship with a former Autobot, now Decepticon, after an incident, but he had the relationship before the incident, so you can infer that the robots do indeed fuck.
Now,
But you didn't know where babies come from, though. In the very same series, a human girl had to tell him where babies came from.
Also true, but Optimus Prime is also a robot. They may not fuck the same way that we do.
they jack into each other instead of jack off.
It might just be pistons. I don't know.
Okay, but we also know that they don't really need to fuck to reproduce.
So that's something that me and Drago talked about when we were streaming. So
I guess
I learned
it would just be pleasure then.
I learned from Drago that apparently the babies exist in that world.
Yes,
I-
they're called protoforms.
I assumed that they just build their children.
No.
Either that, or I actually assumed that all Decepticons and Autobots that exist have been and always will exist.
Okay, so it's a very interesting, it's a very odd area. Best way I can explain it is there are these things called protoforms. They're basically babies. They basically take the mechanical instructions regardless of whether they are actually a mechanical being or an organic being, and they use them to form another transformer.
But why though?
Because it makes different transformers. Instead of just having 12 Optimus Prime, you have Optimus Prime, you have Optimus something else, or
But why this
you
process?
have Sentinel Prime.
Technically, Prime is like a title.
It is, because Optimus Prime was actually like Orion Pax first. So it is a title. Ooh. And Brain.
Hello.
But why is there new Transformers? Why is there a birthing process?
You were probably wondering where Transformers came from.
But why? But why is there a why?
I pretty much thought that they're until they explained it.
But why though? Why does the world need Transformers?
There's not a need for existence.
I lose. You guys duke it out.
Does lower or higher?
I'm gonna assume
I'm
high.
perfectly honest. I have not put in as much time into tabletop as I probably should have, and I have no idea how to zoom on this.
I'm gonna assume he won from higher.
Yay! Victory!
So
I feel like I shouldn't have won that though, because if you look at where'd my card?
sorry, I thought that actually was I didn't know who was who.
If you, no, wait.
What?
So
Wait, no, I won. I thought we discussed this. I won. No, Shiori. Shiori.
What?
Fuck.
the reason I say he won is because the she wins with the boots.
No, that's not how that works.
Like she's that
That's
strong.
not
Are there just
Them titties are
unbalanced
strong.
cards?
What?
Are there just unbalanced cards?
Yes. It's literally like playing war when you get a king or queen or something like that. You win. It's just we have a dice.
So if you get the ultimate waifu girl, you automatically just win.
If you get her category, she loses in the cute side. Cute is 6. Some people have 10 cute.
Did her raw size say OP?
Yes. Oh no. She's dying. Oh no.
I have no response to that.
Shorter or taller wins?
I mean, I don't know. There's probably a guidebook somewhere, like on the actual thing before, like the actual website. If I go there, not the website, but the
Probably.
instructions. But I don't wanna. Can't be arsed. Well, so my understanding of again, Transformers is limited. So I did research before we did this.
Yes.
I need to ask questions about.
I feel creepy and uncomfortable. I'm gonna just move this somewhere else.
What?
Look at it.
I can't remember. How do you say her first name?
Huh?
How do you
He is Via.
Von
I is
Ensberg?
Via. Something close to that.
Anyways,
Revy.
how do you kill a Autobot or Transformer or whatever?
You shoot it in the chest hard enough that it dies.
I feel like that's not true.
Actually, all Transformers have a spark that they suggest comes from the Allspark. So if you blow a hole in their chest that's big enough, they usually just die.
So, but also, like I brought up before we started recording, there's magic in the Transformers universe.
Yes.
Why?
Because.
I don't like that answer.
Well, that's the answer. I'm sorry. There is no other reason. They wanted magic for a reason. They wanted magic for a MacGuffin, and then they just kept it. It's not used often. It's just there.
Alright, from what I've been reading, it literally says that the only reason why Death's even in the universe is because plot.
Like I said, MacGuffin.
I see. They couldn't think of a better use or better reason.
No, not at the time.
Well, apparently it's been doing something right, because how long have Transformers been going around?
Before I was born.
Before I was born too. My father knew about Transformers, so... And people still enjoy it. Oh, look, Shinobu.
Isn't that the vampire?
That is indeed a vampire.
Okay. I found the rules.
You found the rules?
Yep.
Strength wins.
Does that mean I win?
Did you have Shinobu?
Yes.
Now,
sweet, I won 3 times.
This was your topic. This was your topic, friend. What else?
Oh, I should probably contribute.
I was about to say, what else Transformer do you want to talk about? Is what I was trying to ask.
Sorry, my initial response was gonna go for who is your favorite Transformer, but since I'm the only person who actually knows Transformers,
Bumblebee.
that question is kind of difficult. What did you say?
He said Bumblebee's his favorite.
I find that interesting because my favorite is a Transformer called a Hotshot, and apparently Hotshot is Bumblebee after Bumblebee first appeared.
I will always love Soundwave.
Oh, Soundwave.
Soundwave?
He's a record player.
Yeah.
So stupid.
And his cassette's a dog thing.
It's hilarious.
I love him.
You know what the worst part is?
What?
In remakes, Soundwave is literally like a effing tank.
Yeah.
Like he's like in remakes, he's the most devastating kind of Transformer. Like you roll up against Soundwave, and he'll blow a hole through your chest.
I love him though.
Oh, I should probably pick.
I forget our buddy Magic Chicken can't multitask.
I have a shorter attention span. Also, this motherfucker is not. Thank you. I don't know why, but it doesn't like taking my instructions. Oh wait, I got that one from Madoka Magica. She Shield Hero.
So age younger wins or older wins?
Yep. See the rules? I put them in the notes.
Plus.
Sweet.
Wait. Okay. Got it.
So actually, we did judge things wrong earlier. So he shouldn't have won everything.
It's funny because I call.
So either way.
No point in restarting now.
So either way, as far as I understand, I have won 3 times.
All right.
4 times.
5 times lady.
Practically
Maybe
yes,
if I win the
technically
crown.
no.
So
True, but I don't care about the. But I don't care about that. As long as I'm not.
So Cruz, I have to discuss.
Yes.
Why are the Transformer games trash?
Why are they being trashed?
No, why are they trash?
Ooh. Well, that's because they're created from spare parts made of the universe.
Have you ever played any of the Transformers games?
Oh yeah, they suck. I want them to be. I want them to be fun, but they're not.
I've seen game.
Thank you.
I've seen gameplay of a few of them, and
They just don't look good. I played some, and they just weren't good. You got well. I'm curious what.
Hey.
what?
Wait, I'm specifically curious about what Aqua's points are.
Well, what? Aqua's points?
I'm specifically curious about her points.
She's drunk.
Huh. Interesting.
Mhm.
Anyway,
So the game.
so yeah. but yeah, Transformers is always like a fun little area
They're in the table.
because it's always kind of because everything you think about it's kind of weird if you go into any bit of detail. Like, do they have romantic relationships? Because it really sounded like Optimus Prime and this one chick had a thing.
So here's a question for you.
Yes.
Do you think Transformers is targeted more to teens or more to adults?
That's actually hard to say or pin down at the moment. Because before, it was mainly focused towards teenagers. That's why they kept adding in, like, the teenage figures or the little teenagers that joined the Autobots during, their fight against the Decepticons. Why they paired them off with different, students. But because the fan base hasn't really let go as much as people expected, it's kind of hard to aim. They want to aim it at
Puppy.
the teenagers, but they're also trying to retain the older generation because if you look at shows like what's it called? Transformers Prime, it's more towards, it's trying to get to kids, but it's more adult theme.
Do you think it's retaining its popularity?
I think its popularity has not changed. I think they have been able to produce good quality content. Like, even if it wasn't, it's not the same thing that it was beforehand. What they send out is still good. So, I think everybody just kind of sees it as the same.
See.
Or at least every new person.
Do you see it drastically changing in the future? Or do you think it's steadily going to be the same thing for a while?
It's been changing kind of drastically over time, no matter what. So I think it's going to keep doing what it's doing, whatever fits the times. Because, like, there are times where they want to be specific. Even animation-wise, there are times where they want to be extremely mechanical. Sometimes they want to be really animated. Sometimes the faces are mechanical. Sometimes they're basically perfect. So it's whatever comes at that point. Is that Sakura?
Yes.
She looks pretty hot now.
Bless you. Why are you...
Sorry, respect to her.
So, I have a question.
Yeah.
What's up with that weird fucking animated series where, like, the girl was secretly, like, half robot? What the fuck was...
Transformers
Yeah,
animated.
what the fuck was that all...
That's the one that I was watching that made me come up with this topic. Oh, Diane.
Oh.
Sweet.
The Battle of the Boob, I see.
I can't decide.
Oh.
And
guess what? Connor wins.
What?
Age. I'm sorry. Connor's the one left of me. You're the one above me.
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
So the tickle bitties don't win?
Boobs
No.
lost.
Damn.
The boobs did not compete well.
Oh, well.
Ugh.
It's unfortunate, but it doesn't always work out that way. Anyway, what was the question?
What the fuck? What was this? I was watching that series with a friend of mine, and I had no clue.
Oh, Transformers the Animated Series. That one?
Yeah.
Continue the question.
Why was it so weird, and why was there a woman who was part robot, and why was she a little girl? What happened?
Oh yeah, they tried to do a thing where the or the child slash and/or teenage companion was actually like an Autobot. So that's where they got the idea of protoforms. Like, she was a protoform, and then her dad-like person touched the protoform, accidentally spliced his DNA, so she became half Autobot, half human.
Alright, I need to stop you. What the fuck?
Basically, it grabbed onto any DNA that it touched.
I see.
Ooh, wait, that's a ray gun. That's that one doggy bitch from that one show, No Game No Life.
I'm gonna say
Yep, Stephanie Dola.
I don't understand the idea of like trying to add bio to the machines.
I mean, if you think about it, the thought process is you can use the machine part to fix the biological and phrase.
I mean, they've done it before with Beast Wars.
I have not finished that, I don't think. Or seen it.
I have no clue Beast Wars is.
Wait, which Beast?
Transformers.
Oh, right.
God damn it, Brian. Stop sinking the.
I don't know what.
Every time you touch a card, it sinks to the abyss.
I don't know, man.
Wait, I thought in Beast Wars I thought something weird just happened. So I remember Optimus Prime became a gorilla and Megatron became a dragon.
I like Grimlock.
Grimlock's fun.
He's stupid, but I love him.
He's dumb, big, but has sword.
Yeah.
In charge.
He's a good boy.
Anyway, should we move on to our next topic, or do you have more things you were curious about asking?
Oh, I have one question.
Alright, shoot.
So, the Autobots and Decepticons choose their forms based off of machines on Earth, such as vehicles,
Yes.
right? Do they choose these machines based off the powers the machines give them, or do they already have the powers to begin with?
That's actually a good question that I actually asked for a while. They have a preset abilities, like most Autobots can only do land vehicles. So they can only do cars and everything.
I just saw this.
But a lot of Decepticons can actually fly, so they have the ability. So actually, they have the ability to fly, so they pick jets and whatnot.
About that, I was when I was doing my research. There's a submarine Autobot. How the hell?
Yeah,
How'd that happen?
they build them.
I was curious if Autobots can survive water.
Yeah, they can.
I was curious, and they said, "Well, there's a submarine one." I'm like, "There's a submarine one." Okay. Oh.
It would take a lot more. It would take a lot more work to get an Autobot. So an Autobot like rusty and not functioning like that, than it would have taken a normal machine. Sweet. I won again.
And you're not even using. You're not moving your stuff. We're moving it for you.
Yeah, the computer's acting weird and pissing me off.
What? That we're doing it for you?
My computer's acting weird.
Oh.
Like I tried. I even switched mouses. It still isn't doing the thing.
I mean, I can always load something else if we don't want to do this.
That's fine.
Anyway, so I wonder who's always the awesome Autobot who decides I want to be a tank.
Okay.
That's my favorite one. I don't care. The one who goes, I want be tank.
Okay.
Clearly, it's the best.
He's big and he's stupid, but he knows his place in the world to the point where it's like, oh, something needs to be hit. Tag me in.
I can hit things. That's all I know.
Like literally, he was being depressed in one of the episodes in one of the shows, and someone went, "We need someone strong. We need someone durable." And Bulkhead just like looks his head up and charges him.
Okay.
Said you need someone big, durable, strong.
Doesn't he also have like?
Yeah, guys, I got
Doesn't he also have like a? Doesn't he also have like a wrecking ball for a hand. I
Yes.
appreciate this.
Okay, like here's my favorite thing about Bulkhead in the animated series. He is technically the smartest one in the crew.
Is he not?
I mean, does Ratchet count? Because Ratchet's a doctor.
Yeah, when it comes to like
Wait,
every single
wait.
technical,
Is he a doc? Wait.
Because Bumblebee's the... Wait,
Is
what?
he a doctor or an engineer?
Okay, so Bulkhead is an engineer, but Ratchet's a doctor.
But again, if he's a doctor for Autobots, is he an engineer or a doctor?
Yeah.
What's the difference?
Dr. Rear?
Wouldn't Bulkhead also be a good doctor at that point if he's an engineer?
I hear the pause.
Well, is Bulkhead an...
Oh crap, it just stopped. Never mind.
So is Bulkhead a doctor? Oh no.
Cruz?
Drago, is Bulkhead a doctor?
I don't think so.
But-
he's only good. He's only good at like non-living machines. If they have a,
Everything stopped.
I still want my question answered, damn it.
What's your
Is
question?
Bulkhead a doctor?
No.
But if he's an engineer, isn't he a doctor for robots?
No, but Bulkhead has never worked on a robot. He works on space bridges.
You don't think he works on himself? Emotionally?
No, that's what Ratchet does. Oh god, Ratchet's... that sounded really good.
Ha! I made...
He works on Bulkhead and, gets him bulked up,
You make it...
makes him ready for the fight
That sounded...
every single
I-
time.
Hey, Drago, want to hear the next topic?
yes, please.
Fuck.
Gundams.
Wait, what?
Okay, I see two waifus from some of my favorite anime. I fear who's the third.
Who are these?
She's also waifu material.
I know all three of these women.
Anyways, hey, that's rare for you, isn't it?
What? Yeah.
Oh,
Why are you fighting me? Why are you fighting me, computer? Okay, I'm back. Who are these waifu? Hestia. Ooh, Hestia.
Hestia win.
Hestia was bestia.
Snake Fish.
Alright, well,
Okay, so what's the next topic?
so Cruz.
Yes.
We all play games here. All, what is it, 4 of us now? Because technically Mina isn't actually here. We all play games, we all enjoy movies, we all watch anime, etc. So, I'm curious whether it's for my own sake or just for people to get to know you guys.
Okay.
First of all,
Okay.
what makes a good game in your eyes? What makes something worth pouring hours into? Like, as far as, like, is it the design aspect of the game? Is it the idea of replayability? Is it the RPG racing? What genre? What? I'll start with Cruz first. What is your ideal game, and why do you go back to that kind of game?
For me, it's purely entertainment value. Because I can really like a game, play it for 30 hours straight, and then not play it for an entire year, but I will still love the game. Because I will go back to it and play it. Or continue playing and get all the extra little goodies on the side.
So you like games that have... Ah, Jesus. I heard myself for a second. You like games with a lot of, like, collectible stuff, right? Like a lot of things to go around and grab and find?
Yeah, I'd say collectively and replayability.
Now, do graphics play a huge part in what game you choose? It has to be a high-end, perfect game, or...
It has to be at least decent. Doesn't have to be like specifically high end. But if it's too bad or too low grade, then it just doesn't look good. It's not as fun.
So then I'm curious, how about games with too much exposition? like constant cutscenes, almost visual novel-esque amounts of talking.
Some of those can be really, really fun if the story fits with what you're going for. But if you have a whole bunch of exposition, like one of my favorite games is Saints Row, but Saints Row 4 had a whole bunch of talking points that just dragged down the game. The game was still fun, but there were so many story points that I could have been on my phone watching YouTube videos half the time.
I threw the dice like, and I can't find the dice anymore. I think I lost the dice.
No, it's on the corner. There we go.
Alright, so you like collectathon games with decent graphics.
Yeah.
Is there a genre that leans towards you? Like, do you prefer RPG more or less, or do you like adventures? Do you like...
I like RPG for long-term games, but if I'm just doing something randomly or casually, I like a beat 'em up game where I can just roll in and beat the crap out of someone.
How do you feel about side-scrolling games like that?
I like playing them, but I don't like playing them often. Because they're good games, but it always puts a timetable on what you're doing.
Does multiplayer play an aspect in the game you like?
Wait, what?
Does the idea of having multiplayer decide the game?
Wait, what?
What?
Tolerance.
No, I win. Fuck you.
Who's the heck? What's her
Fine.
name? The one with the apple. She looks familiar.
Oh,
Sachi. Oh, I remember that anime. I recently watched it. That was screwed up.
I feel like that didn't roll. I feel like that just...
I remember her. She was a brat and her parents got run over by a car.
Oh. Anyways.
Wait, Zoom, I think I
She
remember.
was not a brat.
Wait, Zoom, I think I know.
She was like the perfectly behaved child. Then the one day she got like a brat. She ran out of the house, ran away from her parents, and then when they freaked out, found her, and she realized the error of her ways, they ran across the street and got hit by a truck in front of her.
Oh, I remember that one.
Yeah.
Oh. Alright.
It was a fun show, but it was really messed up.
A lot of things in that show was messed up.
Oh no. Bye.
Johnny, no.
Anyways, Cruz.
Yes.
So does multiplayer or like the idea of playing with someone else make a factor in the game you like?
And honestly, again, I hate saying this because it sounds repetitive, but again, it depends. Some games I love multiplayer, like Binding with Isaac is great multiplayer. But there are other games where I would just prefer to play alone. I don't like it when other people join in.
Well, in all fairness, no harm to this, but you are rather a loner compared to some of us too, as well. And
Also
definitely,
true.
you and Rythan are both rather loners.
I don't intend to be. This is how I am. Oh, she's from The World God Only Knows. Yep. Aqua. Not Aqua.
What?
Yeah, Aqua. Sweet.
You can see the
Yeah,
name.
the name.
I couldn't see the name before he had his mouse over it.
Anyways, since I got a lot of it depends from Cruz, Drago, you're also very indecisive. How are you doing?
Pretty good.
So, same basic idea. What drives like a game for you? What makes a game decent, or a game that you're willing to throw hours or even money at?
Well, like, there are a few factors. It's rather like how much the game can immerse me into its world, how good the story is, and how good the gameplay is.
So, what's the kind of game you usually go for as far as genre?
The most I usually go for is RPG.
JRPG or regular RPG?
It could go either way.
Mm.
Although, to be fair, most of the RPGs I own right now are JRPGs.
So no bias, but you're leaning towards JRPG because that's what you have. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Now, what drives you to spend hours in a game? Is it the graphics? Is it replayability?
Like, there are times where,
Oops.
like, graphics aren't really that much of a big deal to me because, like, most of the times I can barely recognize any, like, graphical errors, which is probably bad because I am an animator and I should be able to notice these things. But, like, the replayability is a really good thing for me because, like, if the gameplay is, like, if the
I
game,
don't feel comfortable with these choices.
then I don't have a problem playing it for hours on end.
Was this my card?
Yeah.
I didn't know which cards were which. You moved them around from the regular
Yeah,
position.
because I was fucking around.
I just know the middle one was Johnny's. I don't know the other two.
So, you do like a replayability. How about multiplayer? Does that play a factor?
Not as much since I'm usually never able to afford an online membership for games. For most of the games I do have, like the only game I ever play online would be Pokemon.
Mm. You know, I don't mean just online games. This also could be Nintendo, could be Xbox, anything.
Yeah, Pokemon's a Nintendo game.
I know, but do you not have any friends you sit down and play with?
Like most of the friends I usually play those sort of games with are like basically you guys.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is me.
Did you just dye that purple?
No.
Like I'm really bad at online with Super Smash Brothers, and I don't really have any friends that are like available to play Splatoon with me that much.
What the? Did you just drop our entire table?
Why'd you do that?
I changed the scale slightly. Now nothing's floating for me.
Nothing was floating me to begin with, but okay. Anyway,
Who is the witch lady?
I don't know.
Oh, I know her. How do you not know her?
So Drago.
Yeah.
So your deciding factors mainly good story and replayability, is what you seem to enjoy, as well as RPGs.
Yeah.
Where do
Yeah.
graphics lie in your opinion? Does it have to be a cutting edge game to be good, or?
It doesn't have to be cutting edge, but like as long as there are like no animation errors or like unless like it doesn't look like too horrific, I don't have a problem with it. Cause like I don't have a problem. Like I don't have a problem going back playing something like Sonic Adventure, cause like if you play the first Sonic Adventure game, the models could be a lot better than they are today. But I don't really mind that much. But if it's like really noticeably bad, I'd have a hard time playing.
Now, do you agree that there's some games out there that are so bad they become good again? Or do you not agree?
I don't really agree.
Really? What the?
Yeah. Like again, like the Sonic thing. One game that I really like, I didn't really get the chance to play it myself because my parents didn't really give me a lot of but because like by the time Sonic 06 came out, my parents were divorced and my mom had custody of me, and like she didn't really like know the whole video game thing that well, so I didn't really get many games during that period. So like I was fortunate enough to not play Sonic 06, but I heard there were like a lot of bugs and everything in it that made it basically unplayable.
Mm.
And like I know there have been people that have been able to actually like play and beat the game, but like with the game that's as buggy as I heard that one is, I probably wouldn't be able to like get through that many stages due to like the amount of bugs and glitches.
Yeah, the pure amount of bugginess kind of destroys the whole gameplay.
See, I'm going to have to interject for a second. To me, I think that games can be so fucked up they're great. I think that's easily a thing that's possible.
That's basically Bethesda's whole selling
Like,
point.
Well, no, they're why do you hate it? It's wonderful. I'm saying games that actually try to be a good game, but then go, what the fuck have I done? That's why I have friends who like watching me play a game called Zombier. I hate it, but it's a mess. It's a mess. I think once you stop taking a game seriously and look at the stupidity of it, it can be funny.
Yeah, I completely agree with that.
Like,
I mean, it worked for Fallout 76.
like Saga Adventure 2 is a buggy ass game, but it's a fun game.
Like for me, it's a simple thought process of what if you actually were a secret agent and someone strapped you to to a table and actually had a slow laser going to kill you. That actually sounds really dumb.
It's
But
if you play it up enough.
it still happens.
If you play it up enough.
Exactly.
Why are you eating the dice?
Why are you eating the dice?
It's
That's it.
No!
Where's the table?
Why is there no table here? I loaded solitaire.
No!
I loaded solitaire, and there's no table.
Does that mean that it's over because you flipped the table?
I didn't even flip it. The table vanished.
No! The cards!
What'd you flip? What did you flip? There's nothing there.
Speaking of bug games,
Jesus Christ, what's
We're
happening?
gonna ignore that happened. Oh,
No!
that's not ignoring. That's
so seriously, though, you're talking about games with bugs and glitches?
My computer can't
we're
keep
laughing,
up.
aren't we?
I think we just proved
That's
Shinzo's
it.
point.
You guys deserve this.
We're doing Uno now.
Anyways,
Let's do it.
so
Ryzen, why is your icon a horny anime girl?
What do you mean?
Private is a horny anime girl.
From my screen, it's an open mouth and the eyes are pulled up.
Why is she
And it
horny?
kind of looks like she's grilling from this angle.
Are you objectifying a woman?
No, I feel uncomfortable seeing this stick that she's in.
so Rythan, what's
Yeah.
the selling point for you in a game? What makes you drawn to a game?
It's gotta have a lot of replayability, a good sense of aesthetic. I can't play a game that isn't easier on the eyes. Like, as much as I like Dwarf Fortress, like, because I love it. Otherwise, the controls and the graphics are holding it back for me. I mean, naturally the graphics, because it's a very old game, but the controls have to feel good in any game that I want to play, along with the graphics being good. As long as you have that, there's not too many more places you could go wrong other than being super pay to win.
So pay to win's a no for you?
I hate it.
I agree with Ryzen.
Drago, your opinion?
If you have to spend money to actually get good at a game, then you're never going to be able to actually get good at the
Yeah.
game.
But how do you feel about like gacha games then?
Well, it's if the gacha game is too unbalanced, I just won't play it.
Agreed. Like, if it's a relatively balanced one, then yeah, sure. But
There's some of them where you pay like $100, it's barely an advantage,
So
and I prefer.
so
games
slight
like
advantage is
that.
okay, but not like full on. I'm better than you. Fuck you.
Yeah.
There is one game where you could pay money, but you don't necessarily have to in order to progress in the
I
game.
always appreciate a game where you can earn everything in game by just spending hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like Kingdom Hearts Union Cross.
Like the gacha games are fun, but I only play them when I actually earn them by playing the game anyway. So
Uh,
No, here's the thing. Like, freaking Tetsuya Nomura made a gacha game technically canon to the Kingdom Hearts series.
I'll set you on fire.
I'm serious. Union Cross is actually canon to the series.
I like blocks.
Because it tells the events of the first Keyblade War, and in Kingdom Hearts 3, like one of the main characters actually makes an appearance. There was even an event in game where if you scored high enough, your character's username will be seen during a portion of the game.
It's 7, right? Inuno?
I think so. Ignore my tower I made in the corner. I don't know why. We're just gonna delete that or move it.
Did you just show off my hand to
No.
everyone?
I wasn't paying attention. Don't worry.
I was playing with my tower. It's falling apart.
Question for you guys. What's your thought process on Gundams?
As far as
On what?
I mean, on a giant robot design, as well as how they develop.
all right, I'm gonna stop you right there. There's a windmill Gundam. He's a windmill that uses.
Yep, I know. I've watched it too.
Oh,
Gundam.
then you know the bad designs of Gundam.
Yeah, there is some. Yeah, there was some of that one that even a small child as myself at the time kind of went, "What the absolute hell?"
All right.
Like my knowledge on Gundam is limited at Gundam Seed and War and Pocket.
Oh my god.
That doesn't work, does it?
I don't know if that's a 1 and 0 or if that's a 10. I honestly don't know.
That's
I
a
don't know
10.
either, so I just kind of put one down and hope for the best.
Anyway, I wasn't.
That's
I'll
a
get
10.
back to you,
Someone put something down to continue this because I don't know.
Cruz. I'll continue with you later. Ryden. What makes a
Yes.
bad game to you? Other than pay to win.
Mm. I like grind, but sometimes too much or meaningless grind sucks. Like there's a game called Temtem, where at this point the only gameplay is grinding for shinies. It's like a Pokemon
But it
game.
hasn't had an update in a while.
But yeah, so I like the game, but currently all you can do is that grind, and so I can't play it because it's just too dull for me. I'm not gonna. Why are you doing this? This is my hand. What is wrong with you? How would you feel if I just went, oh yeah, he has a +1?
I was curious. I'd like to shake your hand.
Yes, you can.
Well, my theory was true. Thank you.
All right. But yeah, too grindy I don't like. Too isolated I don't like
Let me
either.
isolated.
Like I want something I can kind of like show off, be proud of in a game. And why did you do that? If there's like nothing I can be like show off in a game that hey I did this, whether it's just beating the game for something like Dark Souls or whatever, there's no real like achievements, accomplishments, if it's more like super peaceful or whatever, I'm less motivated to play it.
So you want some kind of like achievement accolade or something to go, hey, I went through hell.
Yeah, I need some sort of reason.
I wouldn't say I would need a reason, just because I kind of turn my brain off when I'm playing a game. It's fun time. Should I just go because no one's been going?
I mean, I've been waiting for you to for
Like,
one
no,
of
no,
you
no,
guys,
no.
'cause I really have no idea what's
It's
going on.
dealer's right. I dealt the cards.
It's either
you,
a
Connor.
10, a green.
But we literally just established as my first move, I don't know what the
Brown
hell
or
this
green.
is.
It's brown or green.
If you don't have a brown or green, draw. And because I don't want this game to be forever every time,
Draw one.
only
Pass it?
draw once. Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
So back to what Cruz was talking about. No, the Gundam designs are fucking stupid sometimes.
I agree with like G Gundam because those were like they were trying to make up every Gundam design for every racist version of a country.
Big Zam. He is,
You said
Big Zam is a giant pair of legs with a laser.
Are you saying giant
With his
pair of
with a
legs?
laser.
I don't know.
And then there was a Mark II of Big Zam that exists.
Okay, I know this is an anime, but like in Gurren Lagann, there was a giant robot that was basically a banana.
This is actually really pissing me off. Why?
Anyway, so games. What?
Yeah.
Huh?
So, just click and drag real quick. If you hold it, you'll grab the whole deck.
Or click the number 1 on your keyboard to draw one card.
That works.
It's fighting me. It's not my fault.
Anyway, so basically, we agree no pay to win. We agree replayability. So, what makes a decent anime?
A lot of people have different opinions on
Depends on
this.
the
Well, that's the
genre.
point, Brian. Ryden, fuck you. That's the point. What to you makes a good? Let's start with you actually. What to you makes a good anime?
I like a actually decent plot, an original storyline,
No, I just
progression
draw.
in the characters,
Shinzo's turn.
no filler episodes. Those are my most important parts, I believe.
No filler episodes.
Mm-hmm.
See, I feel like some filler can be okay at times.
Like One Piece does filler pretty well.
Like once in a
No, it
while.
doesn't.
Yes, it does.
Like they always count. Like their episodes always account for like the main story, but still, it's still nothing that you actually.
There's plenty of filler that's okay to skip on One Piece that you don't need at all.
Who's next?
Well, the arrows.
Look at the.
So you like plot, you like less filler.
Like the dragon thing. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to interrupt. I apologize.
Does
I
that
don't
work?
know.
I don't know what was put down. I just saw red.
Can you do that?
I think I saw +2 in Sun, so I used. If I remember correctly, I can put a +2
That was
on
a +1.
+2. Well, I can add a plus to a plus.
It's red.
I say we just go with it. I say we just go for it. So what is that? +6? I actually don't know.
It's 2 out of 3.
How many pluses was that?
I think it's just
Alright.
+3. Oh, no, never mind. Oh, fuck.
Alright.
Oh.
That's 7.
Oh, look, new cards. So, Drago,
Yeah.
you like trash, like anime? What kind of anime you like?
I like it. Okay, so I'm like for me, I like my anime on a certain spectrum. I either like lots of action and good character development, but at the same time, I also like a lot of ecchi. So
I love that he didn't defend himself.
No, he know.
I know I'm a specific kind of trash.
Is it my turn? I don't know.
That was my turn. And you start putting cards down. I'm confused.
However, there is
I
a
drew
certain
a
line.
card.
However, there is a certain
What?
line though. Like one show I did not have good action would be Dragonaut the Resonance. It was boring as hell.
Purple.
It was mostly just people saying we need to find this one girl, and like she has like all the secrets, but none of the secrets were told, and it was just basically a lot of going to one place, arguing with people, fighting for like a few minutes, and then more talking.
But did they ever find the girl, Brown? Or
Here's the thing: they kept fighting the girl, but she kept getting away, and I feel like nothing was ever properly explained.
so, what makes a good anime to you?
Have characters, have like really strong characters, not
You
like
need to tell me the color.
not like
I said
physically strong,
brown.
but like have, have the
Oh.
characters like actually have like a goal or like have like really
Wait,
good.
it's
No.
not my turn.
I
Yeah, you
drew.
drew. Sorry, continue.
Oh.
Like one of my favorite anime is like Kenichi the Mightiest Disciple, and like the reason I like it so much is like the main character has like really strong convictions. There's a lot of good action, and well,
Sorry.
I was just afraid someone was going to interrupt me again.
Be afraid.
I'm sorry.
So yeah, like good action. Main character has like strong conviction, and pretty much he's like not as overpowered as most anime protagonists. He gets his ass kicked a lot, but whenever he does, he trains, learns new techniques, and then kicks that person's ass right back.
So, what's one thing that will absolutely destroy an anime for you?
Making the protagonist needlessly overpowered.
Ah, I agree. That's often an issue.
Like here's the thing. I love Sword Art Online when the first season hit, and that was because like I could understand why he had a certain advantage over everyone else. He was in the beta test and he carried over his data from the beta test, so he had like a bit of a head start over everyone. But after a while, you guys had to be the strongest player in the game, but then the fact that he was able to solo a boss and then beat the strongest player in the game, who's also the person who made the game, and to fight death, that was a red flag.
That's something like that's what make you drop something like that.
Yeah, that and the fact that that it took them only like 12 episodes to skip through the entire death game. I feel like if they actually like expanded on the whole stuck in the video game thing for more than 12 episodes, it would have been a lot better.
I can agree with that. But then they made Gun Gale, which I dropped it then. Ugh. Still no. Would you agree that there's some overpowered characters that are okay though? Like there's some limits to like.
Like in comedy series, if the character's overpowered, that could add to the charm of a comedy series. Like one of my favorite anime, like in One Punch Man, you know that it's not all about the whole fights or the whole how strong he really is. It's more like he became a hero for fun. He got so strong he could beat opponents with one punch, but now he's like, well, what the fuck do I do now?
I feel like in some cases RPG, what the hell am I talking about? Adventure action anime can get away with having these badass characters if they end up killing them or give them something horrible. Cause like Seven Deadly Sins, Escanor is an extremely powerful person, but then he has a caveat where he's then weak as shit for half the day.
Yeah.
He's like.
Like it's kind of like people being happy that Superman has a weakness. He's the most powerful man on the planet, but he has his own kryptonite. He's literally kryptonite.
So, do we agree on that? Can you do extremely overpowered characters correctly?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just not many do it correctly.
My turn.
Yep.
What?
It's got to be both overpowered and fun.
I mostly like when the
Yeah.
overpowered character has like a joking personality, is like one of those like funny assholes who's like I love Armstrong from Full Metal. Characters like him I love. Who he
Yeah.
seems like he's overpowered as shit sometimes, but well, not much compared to everybody else. But I barely ever see him lose anything. I need to draw. Okay. All right. Well, now to Cruz. What kind of deprived shit do you watch?
My brain turned off. What?
It protected itself from the truth. I said, what kind of deprived shit you watch?
Ooh. I shouldn't discuss that with my company. But a lot.
All right. What
Um,
what catches your interest?
as long as it's borderline pornographic.
Oh God!
I'm kidding. I'm
The,
kidding.
the ultimate card. Draw the deck.
As long as it's able to keep my attention, because there are a lot of shows that stop drawing from my hand.
That
I
was
can't
an
do anything.
accident.
You need you need to draw one more.
This is a 2?
We stacked it.
Ah, fuck you.
So what draws your? So that draws. Never mind. My brain hurt.
Okay.
So what genre of anime draws your attention?
For the most part, I'm a very shonen guy because that's what I knew when I first got into anime. But I hate to say it, I do like it. I do like ecchi, but I don't know. As long as the story's interesting and can keep my attention.
Why are y'all cowards? You can't say you like some boobies and things. I like ecchi too.
Oh, I'm
I
fine.
don't like boobs.
We all like boobs here. We're men.
You really don't like
I
boobs.
wasn't being a coward. I was reading it.
Is there anybody who likes the
What did you say, Drago?
I should not
I
have said that out loud.
wasn't being a coward.
Your zero is stuck in the table.
I'm losing at this game.
I was a few
hard.
minutes ago. All right. Well, Cruz, what will make you drop an anime? What make you go, this is shit?
If you can't grab my attention within the first
Damn,
three
you give it 3
episodes-
episodes. I gave it 1.
I give it 3 episodes because sometimes they have like there's always this little trick thing or whatever that they try to throw in because some animes just simply don't start at the first episode. They try to entice you with like a slow intro. So that's why I always go for 3 episodes.
Hold on, Ryan, are you okay? Yes, it's
Is
your
it
turn.
Yes.
Okay.
I saw you going insane. I had to just take a moment. Ugh. Fuck.
No.
So, it sounds
Stop.
stupid, but honestly, Cruz, first episode,
Yes.
and I judge the anime on its opening. Because a lot of the openings for a lot of anime show like halfway in the anime, like how they have better weapons, or if they have new characters coming in, or
Oh,
I
I
went to the second episode to watch.
sorry, what, Brian?
I skip the opening every
fir-
time, except for like
The
the
first
last
time I
episode.
always watch the whole brain. First time I always watch the opening.
I skip the opening for the first episode if it plays, but I'll watch
First,
it.
I always, because I almost always judge it based on what I see. If I can't,
I
like if I'm using Crunchyroll, if the bio can't catch me, if the opening can't catch me, if the first episode can't catch me, it's done. I give up. something has to make me go.
Is it my turn?
No. Yeah, now it is.
No.
God damn it.
See, in terms of,
I
see,
like
in terms
playing
of
where you
that,
have to
Rising
play a
of the Shield
card
Hero
if
got me on
you.
the first
What, Drago?
episode. The Rising of the Shield Hero got me on
Yeah, I
the
agree.
first episode.
I'm,
Because like one thing I wasn't expecting was like before it officially dropped, they dropped like an hour long. Like it was like 44 minutes. It showed them going to the new world, and then like it was showed like all the build up to like what they would have to do. And I was like, okay, it's probably be a good, pretty good anime. But then the double cross happens,
I'm waiting. All right.
and I'm like,
Um,
oh,
Do we have to play a card if we can
no.
play it,
You can draw.
or can we
You choose
choose to draw? Okay. Also, is it my turn
I
now?
mean, you just draw.
There we go.
So, Drago. I mean, Bleach caught me
Yeah.
in first episode. Fucking
yeah. Like here's the thing.
What?
Also like the first opening
Playing
for the
God.
Hero. Oh. Like the first opening for
I guess I'll just draw then.
Rises.
So we're not playing on. So we're not playing. Oh.
I was getting bored.
Alright.
So, we have basic preference of anime and game. Most agree that you can't have overpowered character, you can't have stupid shit like that. And for a game, you have to have at least replayability of some effect.
I will admit to one
What?
thing. I love the isekai genre specifically because of one thing. I don't have to pay attention.
Rather than,
Half the time, it's all the same. Because it's so stupid and does all that horrible stuff. Like he's overpowered, maybe by accident, maybe on purpose, but he's overpowered for some reason. But you just don't have to worry. There are no stakes, so it's literally just watching some jackass roam through the world with everything going for him.
so that's,
And it's kind of nice to watch.
Oh,
See, that's
oh
why
no.
I like Rising of the Shield Hero so much because he's like it's not that he's overpowered, it's more like he just gets screwed at every opportunity.
I like this specific form because it's something you don't act. Like if you just want to relax, and it's just something stupid that you don't have to actually pay attention to.
I
Like God sent me to a new world for my cell phone.
think I lost.
Yeah,
I
that
think I
was
lost brain
bad.
cells. I don't know why I'm doing this.
Like it's a really dumb show, but I like watching it because it's just funny.
So that's interesting. How do we
There's nothing good about it. It's just funny.
put the mini tables? Put
Aww.
mini table.
How many times do we have to murder the table?
Oh, Brian did that one. I didn't do that one. Why'd you just deploy your stuff? What's happening? I don't. That's it. Oh no, I made a mistake. I'm sorry. That one's gonna be a hard load. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh God.
I'm.
My computer.
Oh. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh. Sorry.
I'm pretty sure for a moment there my computer
My
shit
bad.
itself.
I was gonna say to the dungeon with you and slowly build a dungeon, but I killed computers. I'm sorry.
Like I swear it spit out some piece of technology.
My computer's fine.
Yeah, mine's a piece of crap.
I love my computer.
That sounds
So
pretty,
how do we feel about the Isekai series?
I like it.
You don't think it's overdone yet?
I think people do it wrong. I don't think it's overdone.
Yeah, there are a lot of like. Well, there are a lot of examples of it being done wrong. There are some examples of it being done right.
Mm-hmm.
What are your sorry?
Like, oh, sorry. Like the way I see isekai is like it's the perfect literary. It's like a perfect window if you want to like make your own fantasy world because then you have someone to like. Because then you have an excuse to like exposit some of the rules of the world.
Exactly. Like think about something like Digimon. You're whisked away to a
Wait,
digital
is
world.
Digimon Isekai?
Yes, it is.
Oh, I never
is.
realized that. I see.
Yeah, I never thought about it until someone made isekai genre.
I see.
I'm more curious what Drago has to say about it though.
Where Digimon being an isekai?
Like isekais in general.
Oh. Like in general, if you have a fantasy world that you really want to show off to people, it's a good excuse to show it off. But if you don't have that, if you don't have much in terms of world building, it's going to be pretty bland. Because like, look at Another World of my smartphone. They had an opportunity to make a good world with a good magic system, but they made the protagonist overpowered. Like if they took away the whole smartphone aspect, because that was pretty dumb to me, and they just made him if they only made him good in only one magic aspect, it'd probably be more enjoyable to watch.
Like even if they gave him, I agree, because even if they gave him like half the magic aspects, even at the same amount of strength that he had beforehand, he'd be better. But they just had him. I'm magic as hell.
So, one thing I have to appreciate, as much as I dislike the idea of overpowered characters in some regard, again, you can do it right, and especially isekai, where you can make an overpowered character. I love the overpowered characters who don't know they're overpowered. Because two of the anime I'm watching right now, one of them, his whole life was taught magic and just magic. No common sense, no like how the world works. So what? So when he goes into the real world, he knows jack shit, but he can cast magic without incantation and basically outdo the country's strongest. And he doesn't know what the price, like the value of a gold coin is.
Oh yeah, another good example of a overpowered mob sector 100.
One, what'd you say, Cruz?
I want to protect this child.
Two, I agree to Drago. But it's just funny because the kid learns his grandpa is actually like the sage of the world, like he's the strongest. And the grandpa's wife or ex-wife is the best enchanter in the world. So all he's learned is magic his whole life. He's like,
Wait. So you say he had to live with grandma to murder grandpa?
no, grandpa was the most powerful mage. Grandma was an enchanter, who was the most powerful enchanter.
And he magic his entire life.
Yep.
So
It's funny because one of his family members growing up that he thought was just normal is actually a king. So he treats the king like a regular family member, and everybody else is like, you can't just walk up and talk to him like that. How the fuck?
then what are you
No, I
doing?
want you to see me this anime. I'm gonna watch it later.
Give me one moment. But no, it's okay. It's called Wise Man's Grandchild.
Yep, that's a good.
I haven't watched it, but I remember.
It's hilarious because he actually is really intelligent when it comes to magic, and he's a good boy. It's just he is overpowered as shit, but it's done in a way where it's kind of funny.
Interesting.
Another one similar to that one, if you like that one, is called The Eighth Son. Are you kidding me?
That's
Both
a good one. Yeah.
almost
cool.
same concept. Guy gets isekai, gets powerful magic abilities, but it's still a funny adventure, and that's actually done pretty well. Any that's my anime recommendation for anyone listening. Those two are actually both I'm watching right now. I'm almost done with them both.
Oh yeah, I also like Johnny. I have another one where the protagonist is overpowered, but like in the sense where okay, no, I don't know how to explain, but like protagonist is overpowered, but like the whole like the main series is mostly like comedy oriented. So like
The
like
cautious hero.
no, it's not. Well, yeah, cautious hero, but like I was talking about Yuragi no Yuno-san. Basically this guy's like a shaman, and like he get like as a kid he get getting possessed by ghosts. So in order to prevent that, he had some guy teach him how to exercise ghosts, and now he can do it just by punching things.
You can exercise a ghost by punching them in the face. I like it.
Marbles.
It reminds me. They finally started not a new dub, but they finally started creating a double of the show I was watching before all this craziness happened. Hmm?
Like the best way I can explain this anime I watch is like basically take One Punch Man and combine it with Mob Psycho 100.
Fun.
I'm curious.
Could you tell us what it's called?
Yeah, I'll drop it in the anime discussion.
Thank you.
I have curiosity. What were your guys' like anime childhood like? What was your like go to?
Inuyasha.
I'll be honest, I was a perv.
Were?
Shut up.
You say go to. You mean like you go for it, or you binge watch?
Mixture of binge watching. This was like your favorite as a kid.
Because I didn't really have any I binge watched, or even like I don't like long series. They don't catch my attention at all, and
I
the
actually
filler
love long
episodes just kill it for me.
See, on the other hand, I actually love long series because like it'll hold my attention for a long time.
Depending if it's actually decent or not.
Yeah.
I really like Danganronpa though. That's my
Has that
favorite.
always been your favorite, or?
Not always, because it wasn't the first anime I watched, but I couldn't even tell you the first I watched.
Not in
So.
your memory?
No.
I'd say my first was Inuyasha, and it's always been one of my favorites.
Nice.
Like for me,
Love the wolf boy.
I can't remember because my sister's the one who got me into anime, and like she had like a bunch of different DVDs. So my first anime could have either be Full Metal Alchemist, Inuyasha, Azumanga Daioh, Fruits Basket, or what's the other one? Okay, I can't remember the fifth one, but like there were a bunch of anime that we'd watch.
See, I feel like I'm the only one in my family who watches anime.
My sister's the main reason I got into anime.
My marbles!
Oh my god.
My marbles!
For me, anime is a thing that happened kind of randomly. I made a friend. I liked Toonami and that kind of stuff. Like I liked Naruto and I liked Bleach. And I'd say Bleach was the thing that kept me into anime for as long as I have been. And then I just ended up watching others. But yeah, for me it was just a random friendship. My friend asked me to watch one show, then they asked me to watch another, and I was a kid, so I had all the time in the world in my computer. So
Alright, well, we're an hour and 20 minutes. But I still feel like
Jesus
asking.
Christ.
Fine. What was your favorite cartoon?
Ben 10.
That wasn't bad.
Ryden, Cruz.
I like Johnny Test, but I know that wasn't the favorite. I like
I like
Billy
that
and
one,
Mandy
too.
a whole lot.
I'll
Billy
have
and
to
Mandy
Billy
was really good.
honestly.
Great. Billy Mandy was pretty good.
You know what my favorite was? Courage, the Carly dog. You hated it?
I'm pretty sure because I was a coward when I was a
Were?
kid. Ouch.
Okay, Cruz, we're gonna have to fight now.
Why you gotta fight now?
I didn't like scary stuff when I was a kid.
I didn't like scary stuff either, but I still like courage.
Yeah, I didn't like the show because it freaked me out as a kid. Now I've seen so much stuff that I'm pretty good. But almost anything.
I saved one marble. Oh. You yeeted my marble away. I got my marble. Dude, my marble.
Winning, man.
Well, I have to say Courage for me. Ben 10 is Drago's. Cruz said what now? I forgot.
I cannot.
Oh, you didn't say it, that's why.
I plead the fifth.
So, what we learned is the games we like, the anime we like, and what makes it good or bad. We learned fucking Cruz is a coward now and then. Alright.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, I agree. Okay, so it's an agreement. Gotcha. Alright. Alright. So we have an agreement. He even agrees. Gotcha. Oh, yep, agreement.
No,
We're ending
I feel
this
like I'm
episode
losing.
and he's a coward. Alright, this has been a good one.
No, we are not ending.
Acceptance
No.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.